Yeah, that's a continuation. So one of my buddies, right? Actually, that buddy may be in my video. He actually said that he has interest in being in my videos. We may do something Saturday night, like next Saturday. It's not for sure, fingers crossed, but there is a probability. Very good guy. In the school, he was a bad student all the time. Doesn't know English. He was kind of not very smart. But he always had good social skills, so when he was a teenager, he was already getting pussy. He probably lost his virginity when he was like 10 years younger than I was. So, but very bad student. Really. And now that guy, listen to this. He makes like $1,100 a month working for Honda in Russia, the Korean-owned company. Very good person. Interest in America. Goes to Finland 5 times a year. He likes Finland. He's married, has 2 kids. 1 kid from previous wife, the daughter is like 7 years old. He goes to school, she starts going to school now, 1st grade probably. And then he has a year-old son from different woman, married. Spends money on his girlfriend, his wife, I'm sorry. Has the same problem as I do with my African woman. Only the difference is I get more pussy than he does. But he makes good money. He lives a good life. He has a car. He goes abroad a lot. He interests in America, how life is there. When I told him, he made a conclusion. Russia and America, they're about the same. Because in America you get more money, but your bills are higher too. But when it goes, you know, everything comes out to about the same. Actually, prices in Russia like 15-20% cheaper than America, but people also get less money, but they have less expenses, and it's less materialistic. But in the end, he said it's about the same. But he said Finland is better than both Russia and the United States. He said he likes Finland. Very nice guy, I really like him. He's been a subscriber of mine for a while, but he doesn't know English. He said that I can work for Hyundai in Russia too, and since I know English, I could be a manager there. Probably would be making the same as I make in the United States though. Being a manager in Russia. And that guy also worked his ass off himself too. He's working overtime, all of that, just like me, so. Anyway, let me get back to the comment. It's just about my good friend of mine. And I was impressed with how he really like make his life work. Pretty impressive. Now let's get to the good guy. So how long in Russia for man? The lifeguard 2564, and he said he's been to St. Petersburg in school back in 2004. Beautiful city. Man, you know, I wish I would seen 2004, my man, because 2004, this is July of 2004, this is when my mom went to Netherlands, and I was by myself at home for like 6 days, and one of my classmates whom I basically met yesterday, we saw each other. It was her birthday in July, beginning of July. At the time she turned 16 years old, and we had drunken party and we had fun. I remember I had a sleepless night because I was partying all night, and I was trying to sleep 9 in the morning, I couldn't do it. And that guy who is now successful, he works for Hyundai. At that time he was pursuing culinary degree. And he was not a good cook either, he couldn't cook. Now he works in warehouse, it fits him better because he always had a passion for doing things with his hands. And he's a good worker, he's never late, he comes early because it's Korean owned company, so they make people come an hour early. And then he's never late, he does everything, he gets promotions. But because he doesn't know English, he said he cannot get as high there as I can, he cannot get like a management position. But he's pretty good there, he also like works a lot and he's pretty high up there, he just cannot get any higher, he cannot get more than $1,100 a month because of his, you know, because he doesn't know English very well, so that's how it is. But he positioned himself pretty well because he was hard working, he was always coming on time, he was doing everything, he was doing quality job. And the difference that in Russia, he told me, And I like it better in the United States. If you live in late and doing very good job, people love it. That's what people expect. They expect everything to be perfect, everything to be quality. So, if you want to stay at work an hour later, get more money, and your excuses do quality job, people's not gonna be like in America telling you that you slow as fuck. They're gonna say that you're a good man, and this is what they want. And I like that aspect, you know. I wish it would be the same ways in the United States too. Instead of people, because they don't want to pay you shit, telling you that, you know, don't do quality job, leave on time, and if you leave 5 minutes late, they say that you're slow. No. Do a quality job, everything should be perfect, super clean, and if you want to stay an hour later, no problem, you know. America should take example from Russia in that regard. Because me personally, I like that better myself. Because I would rather everything to be clean and leave later. So I get more money and everybody gets the best service possible. You know, that's better, you know, that's better ideology. So, but that's just my opinion. If you don't agree, you have right to disagree. So, that's just how I roll, how I like things to be. Not only because I'm selfish, I want to make more money, but also because I like perfectionism and I like things to be done right. Not just send through and just fuck it, you know. Okay, at Oliver 91. You look like my neighbor, but he's Georgian. Well, thanks. You already know that how Jewish people are treated in Russia. Well, not only there, but it's a whole different story. I don't talk about it. People tell me I'm an anti-Semite for sharing my views about life. Sorry, I don't consider myself anti-Semite, but anyway. Riz2336 looks like a Russian plastic 40. Well, Rex Kramer Danger Seeker. How do you say fart in Russian? I'm not gonna tell you anything, it's none of your business, man. Malt Liquor Mike 40 ounce. Weather-wise it looks like you're still in Akai. Enjoy your trip in Russia, man. Well, it's actually a little bit cooler, but not by much. The temperature in Russia in St. Petersburg right now about 50 degrees. In Akai it's maybe like 70, 60. And it's not as sunny, but yeah, it's not very cold. Riz2336, do you have American beers in Russian? I said yes, Tuberkel's Pilsner, but generally they don't have the same brands. There is no Budweiser, there is no Bush, there is no Fortis. None of that is in Russia. In Russia, things like that don't exist. But I'm gonna be making videos in Russia. I'm still gonna make that video in the forest, because on the street in Russia it's now illegal to drink beer, but I can try to make a video in the forest of drinking Russian beer. And I will try not to make it in plastic either. It's probably gonna be half liter. It's gonna be surprise beer in the forest. I'm not gonna do it probably till next weekend, but I'll try to make it. So, crack head, crack teeth. Any good crack there? Actually, it's hard to get drugs in Russia right now, even weed. Lifeguard 2564. Todd never shared his beer with his mom. Well, Todd is a whole different story. Todd drinks more beer, and he's an alcoholic, he's a weirdo. But he's a good guy though, you know. I like hanging with him, but sorry Todd, I just, you know, I'm just being honest. But, yeah, my mom just asked me, she wanted to have a little taste, so what should I tell her? No mom, you cannot have it? Nah. Even though I told her about my YouTube addiction, it's how we do it in America. You know, we have to like crack it open and drink it. But my mom thinks it's primitive and stupid, but it is what it is. Couple comments I'm gonna skip. Some drunk brewing, another stupid comment. Don't stay too long, Putin will draft you as one of 150,000 conscript he just ordered. First one, 28 years old, I'm told to be drafted, okay? Nobody's gonna draft me. Okay, I guess that's it for now. Peace.